Kayla, thanks for coming in today. I know we have several things to talk about. Some of those you probably already have a good idea about. I understand that you didn't make it to the shoplifting class last night. That would mean you are not in compliance, or that you're not following the judge's orders on what you need to do.
But I've been doing everything he said. This is stupid.
So part of it is it seems really stupid that you feel like you've been doing a good job and this just doesn't make a lot of sense to you. And at the same time, you didn't show up for group last night and then you missed group 2 weeks ago.
I've just been so busy with school. I'm trying to get my stuff back together. I forget.
So sometimes it's hard for you to remember when the group is. And so, you know, sometimes people do forget. Kayla, tell me about some of the reasons that you want to get off probation. Tell me about some of the things you want to do with yourself in your life.
Well, I want to go to college, you know? I want to become a nurse. And I want to be able to move on from this setback, you know? I mean, I'm having difficulty, but I'm sure with the right choices, I think I could do it, you know? I mean...
So lots of reasons, actually. You have lots of reasons to try and sort of get probation behind you. You have this idea of what you want to do in the future. You want to be a nurse. You want to go to college. You don't want to have all these requirements. You want some personal freedom. And so there are a lot of things that are sort of motivating you to get off probation. We talked about you missing 2 groups. Now you have 6 groups left to complete the requirements that the judge, you know, set forth. That's the 4 groups that are coming up, and then the 2 groups you have to make up for the ones that you missed. So how do you think you can get yourself to the class every week?
I guess I could write it down.
Okay, yeah, that's always a good thing. Write it down. I don't know if you, I mean, on your cell, I've known some other people, I mean, this might not work for you, but I've known some other people in your situation who like put an alarm or put a reminder on their cell phone. So it sort of helps them remember, oh yeah, I need to go over there after school. I don't know if that would work for you, but that's another option.
Right.
Okay.
I guess it would. I mean...
Yeah. I know you've been able to get rides before. Is that ride still working for you?
Yeah, they're still there.
Okay. So it's basically just you saying, okay, I've got to go to class, and then come on over here.
Right.
Okay. So do you have any questions about that or any concerns about being able to make class for the next six weeks?
No, I think I got this.
Okay. So this one's not so hard. Just had a few little bumps. Okay. So the third thing that we need to talk about is your curfew, because there have been a couple of missed curfews. And so I want to start off by getting a little bit from you tell me about your understanding of curfew.
Well, my mom gave me a curfew of 10 o'clock, and I think that this probation is just kind of silly, like, because she says it's fine, you know? So I don't see what the big deal is.
Okay. So part of it has been that sort of your mom says it, and, you know, she's your parent, so that's what you've been listening to.
I guess.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I might offer a little bit of information, because this might have been where we had some of the miscommunication before, is when someone's on probation and there's a court order that your curfew's at a certain time, actually what the court says sort of goes before what the parent says. And this could also be something that your mom didn't understand, so I'd be glad to talk to her about it too. So basically when the judge said Kayla needs to be in her house by 8 o'clock, that's sort of what goes. So when we call you at 8 o'clock, and the couple of times you haven't been there on the curfew check, then sort of we mark it down as you not following through on what the judge said. And I don't want that to cause you problems later. And I'm sure your mom doesn't want that to cause you problems later. So having heard me say that, why don't you tell me now sort of what are your thoughts on this? What's your understanding of your curfew while you're on probation?
Well, I know that I have to be in by 8, so no more parties, I guess.
So given that, this 8 o'clock, tell me about some of your strategies for getting home at 8 o'clock.
Well, I could set an alarm on my phone, I guess, like we said, for getting to my classes, you know. So, I mean, or I could write it down.
Two really good ideas there. So use your phone or write it down, sort of like you're going to do to help remind you of group. Both of those sound like good ways, and you could start that right away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. I mean,
wouldn't take much.
Right.
Okay. So before we finish today, I just want to make sure we're both on the same page here. Tell me a little bit about what you have to do over the next couple of weeks. What have we talked about today?
Well, I'm going to make it to my classes by either writing down when to go or setting an alarm, or both. You know, that's probably the better way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And to set goals, you know. I mean, if you don't set goals, then you can't set your standards high.
Yeah.
And I want to reach my goals, so.
Yeah, hard to move forward. And then one other thing, curfew.
I have to be home by 8.
Okay, you got it all. All right. Because we've had these few little bumps in the road, what we're going to need to do is I'm going to need to see you weekly, because I really want to keep you on track, because I was a little concerned that you were getting off track. So we only have 6 weeks left, and so we're going to come back and meet again next week, and I want to meet like a week from now, which is after your class, to make sure that you made it, and then we're going to be doing some curfew checks and see how all that's going.
All right.
Okay.